Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make this easy, tasty, yummy fried rice. This is a fail-proof method. If you try this method, your fried rice will not go sour at all. Hi, my name is Abby Sodon. If this is your first time stumbling on my page and you're welcome to Meals with Abby, please do well to hit the subscribe button. Now let's get straight to the video. The first step to achieving that authentic Nigerian fried rice taste, you have to use chicken broth. This plays a huge role in the outcome of your fried rice. It's really important for you to season your chicken properly so that you get the best outcome. For this, you're going to need some salt, chicken seasoning powder to enhance the flavor, onions, garlic, curry, and thyme. I'm sure you want your chicken to still taste good, so we're going to be doing this method which allows all of this flavor get into the chicken first before you proceed to add your water. So after giving it a good mix, you're going to cover it, and this is what we have. The chicken produced all of this juice on its own. So by this time, all the flavor is already inside the chicken. Now go ahead to add your water. You want to add as much water as you can, depending on the quantity of rice you're going to be cooking. For Nigerian fried rice, another important ingredient is the liver. You have to boil your liver first. So now I'm just boiling my liver with only salt. I'm not adding any seasoning to this. If you want to add a little bit of seasoning, you can go ahead. For the veggies, you're going to be needing carrots, of course. There's no fried rice without carrots. And it's really important how you cut your carrots because the shape of the veggies you add to your fried rice is going to determine the outlook. If you cut your carrots anyhow and you just cut them in ugly shapes, your fried rice might come out tasty, but it's not going to look aesthetically appealing. That means it has to look beautiful to the eyes first. So you want to cut your carrots and your veggies really properly, really nicely, and in square shapes. This is how I achieve my square shapes. Also, you do not want your veggies to be too small. Cut them in medium shapes so that they are obvious in the rice and they look beautiful as well. You also need some red bell pepper and green bell pepper. I'm also going to be cutting this into square medium size shapes. So let's check on the chicken. And yes, the chicken is all cooked and ready. You're going to go ahead to take out the chicken from the pot so that you can separate it from the broth. You're also going to go ahead to cut the liver into small cubes. I missed that clip, so I'm just stating it. Now it's time to prepare the rice. It's really important that your rice turns out grainy. And one of the tips to getting a grainy rice is to fry the rice first. So that's what we're going to be doing here. You're going to add some oil to your pan and then go in with grated garlic. Saute this for a few seconds and then you're going to bring out the rice. For the rice, I washed the rice thoroughly, ensured that there was no starch in it, and then I drained it in my sieve. At this point, the liquid in the rice has reduced and the rice is actually, looking dry, but it is really washed. Now you're going to pour this into the oil and you're going to be frying this. You want to fry this and fry and fry. This is a really important step because it's going to help your rice turn out really grainy and it's also going to help your rice cook pretty fast. Trust me. So you're going to add the rice into the oil and then you're going to just keep stir frying and stir frying. You don't want to leave this to sit on its own for long because it could burn a little. It's really important to take your time to do this step so that all of the rice is actually really dry and it looks like this. So when you have this dry look for the rice, dry and oily look, then you know that you're good to go. You have to stir fry your rice, guys. It is really important. Next, I'm going to be adding the chicken broth, and I'm just using my sieve to take out all of this dirt. I do not want to include that in my rice. Give it a good mix. If the broth you have is enough to cook your rice, you wouldn't need to add any more water. But obviously, I need more water to cook my rice. So add a little bit more water. At this point, if you feel like your broth is not strong enough, you can add more seasoning. But mine just needed a little bit more curry and thyme so that the color is going to pop more. But the spices, the salt, and the seasoning are just fine. So I didn't add any extra. If you feel like you need more, just add it at this point. Give it a good mix and then cover. You're going to allow this to cook until the rice is dry and fluffy. While the rice is cooking, if you want to fry your chicken, now it is time to fry it. If you want to air fry it or grill it, please go ahead to do that. But I'm frying my chicken. So I'm going to be frying the chicken in this oil. Once the chicken is done, I'll take it out. In the same oil, I'm also going to be frying my chicken franks because I like to add them to my fried rice. If you're not using chicken franks, you can just omit it. Allow this to fry for about 2 to 3 minutes. If you add this directly without frying, it could make your fried rice go sour. Also, fry your liver and ensure they are really, really dry. That's how to get the best. Doing this is going to help you avoid your fried rice from going sour. Now, this step is one that I learned on the internet years ago and I have not gone back. It actually makes a lot of difference. I'm going to be seasoning the veggies. Most times you just add your veggies in your pan, add your seasoning, fry for a few minutes, and then add the rice. That way, the spices and the seasoning do not get into the veggies properly. But this method is going to allow everything get infused in the veggies before you go ahead to fry. To season this, I use some seasoning powder, I use garlic powder, onion powder, ginger powder. I added some chili pepper for heat, salt. That's all I'm going to be using. I'll give this a really good mix and then I'm going to allow this to sit for about 15 minutes. If I have more time, it's better for me. Just allow it to marinate for at least 15 minutes so that all of these flavorful spices that we added can really get into the veggies before we then proceed to fry them. While that is sitting, let's check on our rice. So this is what the rice looks like. It's cooked in no time. Frying process actually makes your rice cook really fast. And can you see how fluffy and dry the rice is? Please do not add too much water to your rice. That frying method is going to make your rice come out really fluffy, really nice, and very dry. So just go ahead to fluff out your rice and then set it aside. Then we'll proceed to make our veggies. Once the rice is done, we head to the last step in cooking your fried rice, which is stir fry, stir fry, stir fry. So in my wok, I added some oil. You can add a little bit butter if you want. Now add in your chopped or minced onions and then go ahead to allow this to saute for about 2 minutes. All of this is going to release its own flavor. Then we're going to proceed to add our seasoned veggies. Remember the veggies are already seasoned, so all you have to do at this point is stir fry, stir fry, stir fry. It is really important that you take your time at this point to stir fry this and all the veggies are dry. I always advise to stir fry on high heat. Now, here's the reason. One of the things that will make your fried rice go bad is if your veggies are not properly stir fried. The veggies, your bell pepper, your carrots, they have water content. And when you're stir frying, the water is released into the pot and you just add your rice. That way, it is not dry enough. But when you fry on high heat, once the water is being released, the heat is going to dry it up, and then the veggies rather, is going to fry. And that way, there is no moisture. Once there's no moisture in your veggies or whatever it is you add to your rice, trust me, your rice is not going to turn sour. Next, you're going to go ahead to add the rice in bits and then stir fry. The reason you're adding in bits is that you want the veggies to be evenly distributed. So stirring is easy and then the distribution of the veggies is actually easier than when you add all the rice at once. I hope you get what I mean. Now at this point, you also need to stir fry your rice very well. You don't want any excess water or excess moisture in your fried rice. This is what makes your fried rice go sour easily. Remember, we fried it at the beginning to remove excess moisture, and the rice came out looking fluffy and dry. So at this point, just reduce your heat to medium high and then continue to stir fry. Stir fry, stir fry, stir fry. This process, please do not skip it. Don't get tired of stir frying. All of this stir fry is going to remove the excess moisture, and your rice is going to come out really nice and it's not going to go sour. Now go ahead to add your chicken franks, add your liver, add your sweet corn, and then stir fry again. At this point, your rice is looking good. Everything is looking colorful. It's aromaing. The smell is captivating. And if you're going to be using some spring onions, that should be the last ingredient to add. Some people have the opinion that spring onions makes your rice go sour. I think the first thing you have to do is to ensure that your rice is dry. And if you're cooking for like a party and the fried rice is going to be covered for a while before you serve it, then you can skip the spring onions. But if not, add your spring onions, stir fry again, and ensure that it is properly dry and go ahead to enjoy. This method is a fail proof method. Your fried rice is not going to turn sour at all. Let me state again that the stir fry process should not be rushed. I take my time to stir fry my rice properly, and I am sure that the fried rice is not going to go bad. Guys, we have come to the end of this video. Our fried rice is ready, looking really beautiful, and I am ready to dig in into this. After watching this video, I can tell you that you can confidently prepare fried rice for a large batch for your event, for your home, without any fear of it turning sour. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you have learned a thing or two. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I'm going to be answering all your questions because I want you to be able to make the baddest and the tastiest fried rice confidently, and you know that it's not going to go bad. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do well to hit the subscribe button, like this video, share this video, leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me if this video was really helpful. Let me know if you're going to be trying this recipe, and also let me know if there's any recipe you want me to share on my page. Let me know in the comment section. Thank you once again for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.